right on the banks of the mighty Mississippi. We're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we've got rainy conditions here for tonight's game between the Florida State Seminoles and the LSU Tigers. And here come the Tigers. Welcome, everybody. Brad Nessler here for EA Sports with my co-host Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. Neither team seems to have an advantage in this game. Kirk, how about your prediction?
Well, in a close matchup like this, I always like to look at the individuals. Florida State needs a big game from their talented running back, and I think they'll win the battle up front, and he's going to have a tremendous day. Look for him to lead them to victory. But, Lee, it's going to be very close.
I like that pick, and I'm going to tell you why. Florida State can run the football against anybody, and this defense will be no different. Watch them. They'll bang them and bang them and bang them.
Well, thanks, guys, and it looks like we're ready for the coin toss. Florida State has the ball teed up, and we're ready for kickoff. Kicks it deep. Number 17 fields it in the end zone. They'll go to work at the 17. LSU lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. Throws. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 17. LSU lines up with three receivers. On the ground with the tailback. Spin move. And down he goes. So the draw to the halfback picks up 4. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on their own 21. Florida State brings in their nickel package. Back to pass. No one open, so he's going to run. Tyler brings him down. That's a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard gain on the play. 4th and 3. Ball on the 24-yard.
They send out the punting unit. Number 80 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 3 takes it to 25. A good return. They'll set up shop at the 38. The Seminoles come out with split backs. The counter broke away from one. Look at the power. And he's taken down. And they get the first down.
And I tell you what, this fullback is impressive.
This is just a counter play here, and the big fella, he could definitely tote it.
First and 10. Ball on the 45. The Noles come out showing 3 wide. Setting up the play action. Complete. Just jumps aside the defender. And down he goes at the 35. Good yardage there, and that'll move the sticks.
Nice time to call pass here. It looked like the defense might have been looking run.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35. Florida State goes with the ace set here. They go with the toss. And he's taken down. The halfback gets the toss and picks up 2. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. Number 6 is the deep back as they line up in the I. And down he goes at the 29. That's 4 yards on the play. Third down and 4 coming up on this one. This is the 5th play of this drive. Number 6 is the single setback. Nice play fake. And he dropped it. They're going to try a long field goal here. It's up. And it sails through the uprights. And that was not an easy kick, guys.
Forget about it. This kid can make it from 60 yards or further.
Number 47 looks ready to kick this one off. Number 2 and number 17 deep to return. Number 17 fields at the goal line. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tigers with 4 receivers. They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up in the pocket. Almost intercepted. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20. The Tigers go with the I formation. And they hit him in the backfield.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
It's 3rd down and 14 to go. Ball on their own 16. The Noles bring in the nickel package. He throws it. It falls incomplete. What happened there, Kirk?
Well, as a quarterback, you usually want to put the ball in front of the receiver so he can catch it in stride. Here he just put it a little bit too far in front.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. And it's out of bounds at the 49. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 49-yard line. Number 6 lines up in the deep back, I formation, and he's taken down at the 46. 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 46. Florida State comes out with an I formation. He drops back with the throw, and it falls incomplete. They came with a blitz that time and forced the overthrow by the quarterback. Good defense there. Third and 5. Ball on the 46-yard line. Number 2 lines up with 5 wide out. And down he goes at the 35. And a big run on 3rd down.
Good job there by the offensive line, allowing the runner to get some good yardage.
Lee, as you know, anytime you can move the ball like this, you're putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Pro formation here. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. And that one's fallen incomplete. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Second and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Florida State comes out with 2 tight ends. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play. So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. Nickel defense. Back to pass. He steps up, throws it to the outside. And it's caught. He's knocked out of bounds. That completion was almost enough for the first.
Yeah, that's going to make the coach mad because that kid should have known where the 1st down marker was.
So here's a situation where a lot of teams in college will go for it because a punt doesn't do you much good, and it's too far to try a field goal. And they kept it on the ground, and that gives them the first.
Well, this is a situation where you have to rely on the offensive line. Great execution up front. They've got just enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Number 2 has 5 receivers lined up here. Drops back to pass. Steps up. He's going to air it long. And he's got it. Touchdown. They made that touchdown look really, really easy, Coach.
And that's what you get when you practice hard all week long. Practice makes perfect, my friend. And that was as close to perfect as you will get.
And he tacks on the extra point. With just over a minute to go in the 1st quarter, the score is Florida State 10, LSU nothing. Florida State lines up for the kickoff. Kicks it off. Number 17 fields it at the 3. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 16. LSU Comes out with an I formation. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play.
Here the tailback had really nowhere to go. The defense does a good job of getting penetration, and they were able to wrap him up for a loss.
It's 2nd down and 12 to go. Ball on their own 14. They line up in the shotgun. He drops back. Throws. Complete. How about that play?
That's a good pickup there. He just dropped back and delivered a nice throw.
Third and 5. Ball on their own 21. They line up in an I. On the ground, right side. Missed tackle. And down he goes at the 28. So he got enough for the first down there.
You know what? Nice play call there. They just kind of keep driving. Get your keys out.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 28. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with our score. Florida State 10, LSU nothing. First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. Brown lines up as a single back. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. He zips one over to the right. Incomplete. He needed a little more touch on his throw.
He's got to take a deep breath, relax, and just play a little pitch and catch out there. Don't be anxious, kid.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Tigers come out showing 3 wide. Another run. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
That time they came with the blitz and caused enough confusion up front, they were able to get to him.
So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. The Tigers line up with 3 wide. Back to pass. He steps up. Here comes the pressure, and he can't get away from the pressure. He couldn't avoid the sack there, Coach.
Hey, that protection has got to get better because you don't want your quarterback to get smacked like that.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. It's off, and it is a dandy. Number 3 fields it at the 24. And that was a nice little punt return there.
Well, Brad, that was a combination of a couple things. Some good blocks, but also the ability to avoid the coverage team by the return man.
They'll start this drive at the 35-yard line. Florida State comes to the line with 3 wide. Sheds that one. And he's taken down. They got a little bit there, but less than a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9. Ball on the 36-yard line. Florida State sets up in the I. Over the middle, and he can't hang on to it. Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 36. The Tigers bring in their dime package. Drops back to pass. steps up. He unloads it. He goes up and gets it. They get a nice gain there.
Yeah, nice pass play. You know what, Kirk? I think that defense kind of underestimated the speed of that receiver that time.
Yes, very good observation out of you, my friend. It's going to be interesting to see how they adjust here.
First and 10. Ball on the 13. They line up in an I. They go with the option. Now he pitches it. And they got him for a loss. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
They got a little bit of help there.
Yeah, they sure did. They'll gladly take anything this defense is going to give them out there.
They're going to pitch it. And down he goes. Just about 3 yards there.
3-yard gain on the play.
Looks like they'll try to power it right into the heart of the defense. He drops back. Goes to the end zone. Incomplete pass. The big tight end let it bounce off his hand.
That should have been 6. I know he's used to blocking and doing all that dirty work, but when they call your number in the end zone, you got to make that play.
Let's see if they can punch this one in. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Touchdown, Florida State. How about the tight end? This guy can play some football.
You bet he can. He's such an all-around player. He's just as good at blocking as he is at catching the football.
And he hits the PAT. Over 4 minutes remain in the second quarter, and our score is Florida State 17, LSU nothing. Number 47, ready to kick. Number 17 and number 2 back deep to return. We should have a return on this one. Number 2 takes it at the 4. Nothing much on the return there.
Not much is right. The coverage was all over him.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 15. Going with the shotgun here. Option to the right, fakes it. Laterals back, got some open field. Can't wrap him up at the 40. Down the sideline. A huge gain on the option.
That was a sensational call. They put the ball in their playmaker's hands, and guys, he made them look like they were standing still.
Good execution there on the pitch out to the halfback, and you're right, Coach. What a huge gain.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. LSU lines up with 3 receivers. Brown gets the call again, and they hit him in the backfield. And the defense was ready for that play.
Boy, you better believe it. That play didn't have a chance.
It's second down and 12 to go. Ball on the 50. Brown lines up in the deep back, I formation. They'll try to power it with a fullback, and he's taken down at the 48-yard line. He plows ahead for a 2-yard gain. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 48-yard line. Florida State lines up in a dime defense here. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it to the outside. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
Fourth and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
They send out the punting unit. It's away, and it's a booming punt. Number 23 signals for a fair catch, and it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Passing wasn't much of a problem the last time this offense had the ball, as they were able to get it in for 6. They'll set up shop at the 20. The Tigers bring in the nickel package. Toss. And down he goes. And he gets a yard on the run.
1 yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 21. The Tigers line up with 6 defensive backs. He drops back. He steps up. He tosses it short. And it's caught. Gets past the tackler. And he's taken down at the 27-yard line. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
We got 3rd and 3 here. Ball on their own 27. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. Good run there.
That time they gave it to the fullback, and he pounds it in there for a first down.
Well, give an assist there to the offensive line. They gave him a good push up front.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. LSU lines up with 5 defensive backs. Back to pass. Steps up, throws it to the outside. Complete, and he's taken down. Florida State calls a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Second and 8 coming up here, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And he has room to rumble. How about that reception, Lee?
A good throw plus a nice catch and some good blocking equals to a chunk of yards. That's exactly what you practice all the time, Brad.
1st and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive. Number 2 with 3 wide receivers. They'll throw on first down. He steps up. This one's thrown deep over the middle. He got it! Touchdown! And for the 3rd time in this first half, they've managed to find the end zone through the air.
When this quarterback gets in rhythm, watch out. This could be ugly.
And he tacks on the extra point. Less than a minute remains in the second quarter, and our score is Florida State 24, LSU nothing. Florida State ready to kick this one off. Kicks it deep. Number 17 fields it in the end zone. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
They'll go to work at the 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line. First and 10.
LSU sets up in the I. He drops back. Steps up. He's under some heat. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 18. Number 18 comes to the line with 3 wide. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Florida State takes a timeout, and now they've only got 1 remaining. It's 3rd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 17. The Tigers line up in a goal line formation. They'll give it off here. And down he goes. Florida State calls a timeout, and that was their 3rd and final timeout.
Fourth and 9. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Number 3 back deep to return.
The punt. Number 3 back deep to return.
Punts the ball away. Number 3 fields it at the 38. So he got a little on that return.
Well, Brad, early it looked like there was an opening there, but the seam closed quickly.
Kirk, you never listen to me. I've been telling you about that awesome team speed all day long. Aren't you going to listen to me?
They'll take over at the 47-yard line.
7-yard line.
They line up with split backs. They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up in the pocket. And that one's fallen incomplete. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Ball on the 47.
Ball on their own 47. Pro formation here. Back to pass. He steps up with the throw. And it's caught. He's hit and got away. Inside the 30. He's all the way down to the 24-yard line. Nice pass play.
Good accuracy there by the quarterback, and the receiver made a nice catch for a big gain.
I think the key also was the fact that the pass was thrown very hard.
And he stops the clock with a spike. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Florida State lines up with a split backfield. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Got it. He's into the open field. Touchdown, Seminoles. And with that last throw, he's now gone over 200 yards in the half. That touchdown pass we're seeing again.
Ah, you betcha. He runs a good, clean route there, and the quarterback throws it to him with a lot of confidence. Good touchdown, guys.
And he hits the PAT. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, Florida State 31, LSU nothing. Number Number 47 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 17 and number 2 set to return, and they'll be returning this one. Number 17 fields it at the 2. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll start this drive at the 20.
First and 10.
They line up in an I. He jukes him. And he's taken down. After one half of play, this one is not even close. Our score, Florida State 31, LSU nothing. We're ready to start the second half as the teams are lined up for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Number 1 takes from the 10. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll set up shop at the 30. I formation here. Here's the option. He spins, and down he goes at the 31. About a yard there on the quarterback keeper. It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 31. The Seminoles line up in an I formation. Might have been some early movement up front.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still.
And that penalty is going to push him back.
Yeah, an offense can't be productive when they're making mistakes like that.
Second down and 14. Ball on the 26. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They called a blitz, and the defensive end got in there for a big sack. Passing situation here on 3rd and long. Ball on the 22. The Tigers bring in the nickel package. He steps up and throws it to the outside. Well, that was an impressive stand by the defense.
3 good defensive plays equals punt. Nice job, guys.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. Number 31 gets it off. Number 2 fields it at the 35. Not a whole lot on the return.
Well, I look at it this way. You didn't fumble, and you didn't lose yardage. What more could you ask for?
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44. Florida State brings in their nickel package. Option to the right, fakes a pitch. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play.
The option couldn't get around to the corner. That was very athletic play there by the DB.
Let me tell you something, my friend. This kid can run with anybody, and he can lay a lick on the ball carrier if they want to come in his direction.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 43-yard line. LSU sets up in the I. They hand it off. And he's taken down. Couple of yards there.
Gain of
It's 3rd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. The Noles line up in a nickel back. Back to pass. He's looking down the middle. And down he goes. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
First and 10. Ball on the 44. Number 18 lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Kirky just let that one get away from him.
Yeah, and you can see he wants that one back. That's a throw this guy can make in his sleep.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. The Seminoles bring in the nickel package. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Wants it all. Going deep. And he's got it. And he's all the way down to the 1. The wideout comes up with a spectacular play.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, I put a big circle around that play so I can remember to call that one again. Good call.
They put everyone up on the line. Inside handoff. Touchdown, Tigers. The fullback bangs his way into the end zone there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of giving the fullback carries down near the goal line. He's so big. Who's going to stop him?
Yeah, you're right. Good play calling there by the coaches.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, the score is Florida State 31, LSU 7. Number 33 looks ready to kick this one off. Number 3 and number 1 back ready to return. Number 3 fields it at the 13. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 31. Number 6 is the deep back as they line up in the I. They'll run the option. Pitches back. And they got him for a loss. The halfback took the pitch but couldn't find any running lane.
And there were no running lanes because this defense had so much penetration into the backfield. He would have been lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 30. The Noles go with the I formation. He drops back. Across the middle. Off his hands. Incomplete. Third and 11 coming up here. Ball on the 30-yard line. LSU has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. And he's taken down. Well, they tried to keep it on the ground for the 1st down.
You know, Brad, here the defense just steps up and makes a play, stopping them and bringing up 4th down.
Fourth and 9. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Number 31, back to punt.
Number 2, back deep to return.
He punts it. Number 2 takes it to 28. A little juke. Shakes off a tackle. Down the sideline. At the point. And that was a sensational punt return.
Yeah, Brad, he got some really good blocks downfield and busted through.
Excellent field position to start the drive. 4 wide. Back to pass. Throws it out there. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
Second and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Number 18 has 4 receivers lined up here, and now he pitches it. Spins upfield, and down he goes. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty, third
That
down.
penalty will hurt.
You know, this is all about discipline. The team that doesn't commit penalties is the one with great discipline. And that can be a huge factor in winning football games.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 28. The Tigers line up in an I formation. Brown gets a pitch. Here's an opening. Throws a stiff arm, and he's taken down. He picked up the first down on that one.
Yeah, I like the way they ran the ball in that play. There's more where that came from. Believe me.
They line up in an I. They go with a run. And down he goes. He plows ahead for a 2-yard gain.
Gain of 2 on the play.
I formation here. Drops back to pass. Under heavy pressure. And they bring him down for a sack on the play. He just blew past the blockers and dragged the quarterback down.
Boy, excellent play by the defense here. A few extra seconds, and those receivers might have been open.
Third down now and goal to go. This is the 6th play of this drive. The Tigers line up with 3 wide. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Looks. Pressure coming. Lays one out there to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Boy, they got lucky on that one.
Now the quarterback has to do a better job of holding on to the football. That could have been costly.
Fourth and goal. Ball on the 12-yard line.
Number 33 lined up for the field goal. This should be a chip shot. He gets it up. And it is good. LSU is ready to kick it away.
Number 3 back to return.
Short kickoff. Number 3 takes it at the 16.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
They'll get the ball here at the 28.
28-yard line.
The Seminoles come out showing 3 wide. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
3-yard gain on the play.
So that brings us to the end of the quarter, and at the end of 3, our score, Florida State 31, LSU 10. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 31. The Noles line up in an I formation. He laterals the ball. He tries to spin. And down he goes at the 47. And they move the chains once again.
And that's what they need. Move the chains and keep the other team from getting their hands on the football.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 47. The Seminoles come out with split backs. They'll throw on first down. Across the middle. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Second and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Noles come out in a 2 tight end set. He'll get the call again. And he's taken down. The halfback runs for 4 yards. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. This is the 5th play of this drive. They line up in a double tight set. Back to pass. He steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Found his man. And he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. He threw a bullet in there.
Oh, he sure did. We've already talked about his arm strength, but what really impresses me are his mechanics. His passing motion is so fluid.
It's first and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. Florida State comes out with 2 tight ends. Little handoff. And down he goes at the 21. To the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 21. The Noles come out in the ace formation. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Throws with the spin. Here he goes. And he's taken down. And he threw that ball in there nicely. Did you see that, Coach?
Yes, I did, Brad, and that was a good pass and a very good game.
The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. Number 6 lines up in the deep back, I formation. He'll get it again. And down he goes. And that won't be enough for the first down.
Great job here by the defense in shutting down the run. That's a real boost for this team.
They're going to go for the easy 3 here. It's up. And it splits the uprights. Number 47 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 2 and number 17 back to return. Kicks it off. Number 17 fields it at the 2. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive. They'll start this drive at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line. First and 10.
Number 18 with 3 wide receivers. Brown gets a toss, and he's going to lose yards on this one. And that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I'll tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 16. The Seminoles line up in a nickel back. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. He's looking. Under pressure. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. What do we have, Lee?
We have sack number 4 today. This defense came to play, and I love it.
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on their own 12. LSU sets up with 4 receivers. He steps up. And that one's fallen incomplete. So they go 3 and out after that incompletion.
On the play. Fourth and long. Ball on the 12-yard line.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. Number 80 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 3 fields it to 31. And he got a few yards.
He got more than a few. That was a good return.
Good return and outstanding speed. He almost went all the way that time.
They'll set up shop at the 43.
First and 10.
They line up with split backs. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. Short little game there, just trying to keep that clock running.
Keep that clock running and keep that other offense off the field.
Second and 7. Ball on their own 46. Number 6 is the deep back as they line up in the I. Inside handoff. And down he goes. And not too much there on that run.
Not too much, but the key here is try to milk as much time as possible.
It's third down and 4 to go. Ball right around midfield. The Noles line up with 5 receivers. And he's taken down. And that was a nice gain, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Well, I think, Brad, the offensive line won the battle up front. You could see the defensive line getting knocked backwards, allowing the ball carrier to pick up a nice gain.
First and 10. Ball on the 43. Florida State lines up in a goal line set. Again with a carry. And down he goes. He takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. It's second down and 3 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Florida State lines up in a pro set. Little handoff. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. Nothing going on that one. Have a look at our Old Spice players of the game. Red zone, when performance matters the most. The Noles go with the I formation. And he's taken down. The Tigers call for a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining.
Fourth and inches. Ball on the 33-yard line.
They'll line up for the kick, and this is going to be extremely long. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And it is good. He hit that one from way out there.
Oh, man, that was a beautiful kick.
Florida State to kick. Number 17 and number 2 deep to return. Number 17 fields it at the 2. Break one. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. First and 10. Ball on the 26. They line up in an I.
First and 10.
Brown on the give. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. The Tigers are going to take a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 30-yard line. The Tigers come out in a shotgun. Back to pass. He goes downtown. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 30. LSU lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. Rolls right. Looking. And they couldn't hook up on that one. A little too much juice on that one.
This quarterback sometimes gets a little bit too excited back there and tries to put too much on it. He's got to relax and just make a good throw.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Number 3, back to return it.
Number 3, back to return.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 3 takes it at the 20. Came away with a nice return there, Lee Corso.
Whoa, Nelly. That was almost a big one, my friend.
They'll take over at the 38-yard line. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. And he'll just kneel it here. And that's the end of the ball game. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I can't say enough about this performance. Florida State looked like a team on a mission to destroy anything and everything that got in their way. Brad, this is a really good-looking football team.
That concludes another game of NCAA Football 2004. Our final score, Florida State 37, LSU 10. Brad Nessler for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit signing off. So long, everybody.